Hello mga ka-Wonder Wonder Wilma. In today's video, I am going to discuss the step-by-step procedure in applying for a Japan visa. So, usapang Japan visa tayo. Alright, the first thing we need to do is of course to get the list of requirements. So, ang requirements can be obtained sa Japan Embassy website or to any accredited travel agency na nagpa-facilitate ng visa. And this travel agency also, dito nyo isasubmit ang inyong application once you have completed all the requirements. Alright, so let's tackle one by one the requirements. So first and the most vital and important requirement among them all is the passport. So in every travel, whether may visa or walang visa, yung bansang pagta-travelan natin, dapat meron tayong passport. So, the passport must be valid for at least minimum of 6 months. At dapat meron itong at least 2 blank pages available. Bakit? Kasi doon i-sticker ang inyong visa pag na-approve na. Now, the next requirement is the application form. The application form can be again obtained sa Japan Embassy website or any accredited travel agency. And this form must be duly accomplished, meaning you don't need to leave spaces blank. And if the questions is not applicable to you, just simply put an A. Now, in the application form, there are some questions that you need to supply, like your intended length of stay in Japan, the airline you are using, the date of arrival in Japan, and then the point of entry in Japan, your accommodation in Japan. So, all of these things is needed in the application form. But then, hindi naman ibig sabihin nito ay kailangan nyo nang mag-book ng ticket. No? Kasi syempre, we need to get the approval of our visa before getting a flight, book flight or accommodation. Now, all you have to do is just simply search an airline schedule, ticket, and accommodation, hotel accommodation sa Agoda, sa booking.com. Maghanap kayo doon ng accommodation, kunin nyo yung address, telephone number, and then the email address. Same as well sa mga airline tickets, no? So, yun ang mga information na dapat na ilagay ninyo sa application form. Again, hindi pa dapat mag-book ng ticket, no? And along with the application form is of course the passport photo, which is ang size is 45 by 35 mm, and dapat meron itong white background and your face must be in neutral and no wearing of makeups, of course. So you can simply visit any Photoshop na sasabihin nyo lang that you are requesting for a passport size photo for a Japan visa. Now, the next requirement is the issued birth certificate and marriage certificate for a married applicant. And this must be issued within a year. Now, if there are some unreadable information from your birth certificate and a marriage certificate, you are requested to get a copy of this document to the local civil registrar. Meaning, kung saan kayo ipinanganak at ni-register yung birth certificate ninyo at saka marriage certificate, doon kayo kukuha ng kopya. With regard naman doon sa birth certificate na late registration, you are also requested to secure a copy of your baptismal certificate kung saan kayo bininyagan. Kukuha kayo ng kopya doon. And a school record form 137. Kukunin nyo ito kung saan kayo nag-aral, whether nakatapos lang kayo ng grade school, high school, or college. Alright, next requirement is the bank certificate. So, the bank certificate can be obtained from your bank kung saan kayo merong account. And then, you just go to the officer na sabihin nyo lang, magre-request kayo ng bank certificate for the purpose of applying a Japan visa. So, ano nga ba ang nakalagay dito? Dapat naka-state doon sa certificate ninyo yung kung kailan inopen yung bank account ninyo, the type of account, whether is it current or savings account, and the average daily balance for the period of 6 months, within 6 months siya, and the total money available from your bank account. Okay? And then, this must be addressed also to the Japan Embassy, and then for Japan visa, nakalagay doon sa certification ninyo. And also, a minimal fee, no? Lang ang babayaran ninyo pag nag-request kayo ng bank certificate. The next one, if you are an regular employee or employed applicant, you will request to get a copy of your certificate of employment, and along with the certificate of employment is the BIR certificate, which is the BIR 2316. This document, you can get it from your Human Resource Office or Accounting Office. So, doon sa COE, ang naka-state doon is kailan ka nag-start magtrabaho, how much is your monthly salary, and as well as the annual salary, no? And then, it must be printed sa letterhead ng inyong company, nakalagay doon yung address, contact number, and dapat pirmado ito nung Human Resource Officer ninyo or kung sino man yung qualified to sign the document, no? And then the BIR Form 2316, dapat din pirmado nyo ito at ng head ng accounting office ninyo or kung sino man yung dapat pumirma ng BIR certificate. For the applicant na hindi naman employed to a certain company, yung meron lang business, no? So, kailangan magbigay kayo ng business permit or DTI certification of your business, as well as yung mga tax form na kino-comply ninyo at pinagbabayaran ninyo. Now, the next requirement is your planned itinerary in Japan. So, this form also can be obtained from any accredited travel agency, or you may simply search or Google lang sa web, no, ng sample itinerary forms. And then, ano nga ba ang nakalagay doon? Number 1 is your scheduled date of your activities, and your hotel accommodation. Now, we've already completed the requirements. Let's talk about the fees. Okay. Yung fees kasi will vary sa mga accredited travel agencies na mapipili ninyo. As for me, I chose Attic Tours, which is mas malapit sa residence ko. Ang binayaran ko for a single entry visa is 1,681. But then, naisip ko na mag-apply for a multiple entry visa, so I added 500 pesos. Sa multiple entry visa, you will also required to fill out another form, which is may mga questionnaires doon kung ano yung applicable sa inyo. You will just check on it. And it's also better to write an explanation letter kung bakit kayo nag-a-apply ng multiple entry visa. So now, we've already completed the requirements. So the next step is to choose kung aling travel agency ang inyong pagpapasahan ng inyong requirements para ma-facilitate ang inyong Japan visa. So these are the travel agency that you can choose, no? And kung ano yung mas convenient sa inyo, mas malapit sa inyo, yun na lang po ang piliin ninyo. Okay, let's talk the processing time, no? Usually, ang processing time is from 3 to 2 weeks ang processing time. As for me, but then that will also depend sa Japan Embassy. But as for me, on the third day, Atik Tours representative called me that my passport was already with them. And then, syempre, sa sobrang excitement ko, no, excited ako, I asked the representative what is the result of my application. But then, mind you, they will not reveal or disclose the result, no? Kasi nakasealed yung envelope. And then, kung gusto ninyong, kung ang request ninyo is for delivery, i-deliver nila sa inyo, sa bahay ninyo, yung passport ninyo, or for pick up, you just pick up sa mga travel agency na kung saan kayo nag-request, no. Ako, pinuntahan ko siya, no, the next day, and then when I get there, no, hindi ko na inantay na maka-uwi ako ng bahay or ng office. Right from there, binuksan ko na yung envelope kasi para maibsan na yung excitement ko, whether pasado ba siya or hindi, at least alam ko na kagad. So when I open up my passport, yung una kagad na bumungad sa akin is yung page na wherein merong sticker ng Japan visa. So meaning, I was approved for a Japan visa. Okay? So yun, ang next na nasa isip ko na yun is yung may travel to Japan. So, yun. So, yun naman ang next na itatakal at isi-share ko sa inyo. So, that's it, mga ka-Wonder Wilma. If you found this video helpful, please do thumbs up and like. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do follow me on Wonder Wilma. Okay? Until the next vlog, and always remember to be happy and healthy always. Bye!